Hi everyone, welcome. Today we're going to go through how to consistently get good starts in the Porsche 911 Cup car, the 992 version that we've got on iRacing now. This can be applied to other cars as well. I'm going to go through three methods. So the first one is going to be for those who don't have a clutch at all. The second will be for those who have a clutch pedal, and then the third will be for those who, like myself, have dual clutch paddles on their wheel. Like I do on my Cube Controls F-Core wheel that I've got on my base here. So this is a good way to easily gain some positions off the start compared to those who have either haven't practiced their starts or just haven't really got them dialed in. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is method number one for those of you who don't have a clutch. So we're just going to hold the brake down to the max, and then we're going to hold the throttle down to the max the same when the red lights come on, and when it goes green light, just release the brake and away you go at full power. So nice and easy to launch that one. Okay, so for method number two, this is for those of you that have a clutch pedal. We are going to map a button on our wheel to release the clutch to a set bite point, and then we're going to use our clutch pedal to feed out the rest, so we get a good launch. So to set this up, you go into options, and then we're looking at this section here. So you've already got your clutch pedal mapped, as you can see there from my input, as normal. And then we're going to set our launch trigger to the button that you want to use. So you can just click that and set that. And then we're going to set our bite point to 50%. Now I find that this is a really good bite point for consistent launches, never get wheel spin, and always get decent launches compared to other cars around me. You can maybe get away with going a bit lower, but I don't think it's worth it for the risk of wheel spin. No one really ever seems to get a better launch on the grid in comparison when I use this bite point, so I think it's fine. So we're going to go out on track and test this one now. Okay, so here we go then with our second method, with the clutch pedal as well. So I'm first going to push the button down that we've mapped on the wheel, which you can see is engaged my clutch. I'm also going to put the clutch pedal all the way down as well. And then on the red lights we would pick up the revs, and then on the green release the button and feed out the clutch nice and quick, and we're off the line. Another decent launch there. Into turn one. Okay, so now we move on to the third method, which is the one that I use, which is the best I think, which is the dual clutch. So we've got two paddles on the back of my wheel here, the Cube Controls F-Core. So I'm gonna, in most other wheel settings software, it should be similar sort of thing, but I'm going to go into paddles here, and I can set my clutch bite point, which, as I said before in the previous method, I'm going to have it at 50%, and I can choose which paddle I want to do the initial release and then to feed out the rest. So for me, I have the right paddle is the one that I release initially, which is set as my clutch in iRacing, my normal clutch where your pedal would be. And then you don't have to set the left paddle in iRacing for mine. I just set it in here to 50% and say that I want it to be the left paddle. So I can save that, and that's done, and I can close that, and then we will go out and test that now. Okay, so here we go then for method number three. So with our dual paddles, so I'm going to pull both paddles in, and on the red light we're going to build up the revs to full, and then on the green we're going to release the right and feed out the left nice and fast, and we're off the line and away. Right, so that's all three methods wrapped up. I hope you found that useful. Depending on which hardware you've got on your rig, there should be a method there for everybody. It's something that requires a bit of practice and repetition to get dialed in. I tend to pull up on the pit exit quite a lot in practice sessions and just practice my launches that way. It's good also to maybe do a couple of practice launches in the practice session, like of the race session that you're doing, whether it's an official or a league race or whatever. There is a little bit of variability in the clutch that's been added recently by iRacing, but I find that the 50% bite point tends to cover this, and like I said, I don't get wheel spin off the line with that bite point, and I can be pretty aggressive on the launches with that bite point, and it's still fine. So yeah, I hope this helps you, and if it did, then please subscribe and let me know in the comments if there's any other tutorials or videos that you'd like me to make. But yeah, thanks very much. See you next time.